Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Surya Kumar Setia. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Mass Communication and Journalism in Assam Women's University. Along with distinguished Professor Dr. Prasanta J. Barua, we have prepared one research paper entitled Communication for Conservation. It is C4C, the AKBP Framework for Sustainable Environmental Action. Yeah, so, on the very outset, we would like to introduce you the term called C4C, Communication for Conservation. What is communication for conservation? Communication for conservation is a strategic, evidence-based process for using communication to engage stakeholders, share information, and facilitate dialogue. So it's a kind of motivational kind of work. So its goal is to promote and support tangible conservation outcomes. It moves beyond simple information dissemination or awareness campaigns. It's a multi-directional social process designed to foster engagement, build trust, and ultimately facilitate pro-conservation actions. To talk about the theoretical foundation of communication for conservation, I have to mention three theories. One is environmental communication theory, another is communication for development, and third is behavioral change communication. All these are already exist, and environmental communication has its own domain where it focuses communication about environmental issues. Likewise, development communication focuses on human development and development in the society. And behavioral change communication emphasizes upon how one can change his or her behavior according to the inputs from the outside sources. But we have to keep an eye on the differences between environmental communication and C4C. Superficially, both are quite the same, but if we go deeper, then we find that environmental communication is a little bit different from communication for conservation. In environmental communication, only the information have been provided to the audiences or the readers, but communication for conservation is a continuous process through which one can inform, educate, and then motivate the people. So there are several differences. I can read it out. Environmental communication focuses on communicating environmental issues and concerns, but C4C focuses on promoting conservation-oriented action and sustainable behavior. Environmental communication primarily aims at awareness creation and public understanding. But C4C aims at awareness, behavioral change, and community participation. Likewise, there are some more differences, but I'd not go in detail. So next is difference between C4D and C4C. C4D is a well-known field of study in mass communication where we study the development in the society, the changes in the society, health, education, poverty, gender. All these are considered as factors. So it's an established discipline in inside mass communication, the broader umbrella of mass communication. But C4C is a little bit different. It focuses on environmental conservation and sustainability. It addresses climate change, biodiversity, wildlife, and environmental protection. Its goal is to protect ecosystem and promote sustainable living. It emphasizes conservation behavior and environmental stewardship, and its success remains and its success is measured by conservation outcomes. But in case of C4D, its success is measured by development outcomes. So these are quite different, but still they have many more to share in between. So how can we measure the effect of C4C? To measure communication for conservation effects, so first of all, we have to find out the effort. We have to create metrics like number of browsers distributed or media mentions. All these can be taken as efforts. Then we can go for the change. What kind of change occurred? We must measure changes in the target audience, such as in their knowledge, attitude, or behaviors. Then we can go for the study of the impact. The ultimate goal is impact study, linking audience outcomes to the tangible conservation results on the ground. For example, reduced poaching, habitat restoration, all these can be into account. So what is the process? It is a proposed theoretical framework here. I can put forward in front of you. It is AKBP model that we have tried to formulate. It is first part is cognitive and attitudinal shift. The C4C effect begins with a shift in understanding. This aligns with established models like KAB, knowledge, attitude, behavior, etc. In this section, we can talk about the foundational level. It has the audience are hard, so we have to make them aware, and we can find out how much of them have been aware of the issue. And then we can go for the second part, the knowledge. To what level they have gained the knowledge of a particular issue. Then next is action oriented shift. Then we can go for the behavioral change, how the behavior of an individual as well as the society, as well the community in a society has been changed. And the last factor is the participation, how collectively the people work and how together they make the change towards conservation. So these are the basic points. Then the components can be defined as can be defined as awareness as index A. A is measured as the reach and recognition of C4C message. For example, the percentage of target audience recalling the campaign messages can be regarded as index A. Then knowledge index. If we conduct a pre or post test, the scores received in the pre or post test on key facts about the species, ecosystems, or conservation solutions, these can be termed as knowledge index, that is K. And then behavioral change index. We can have the report as self-reported changes in the practice, or what we can observe what kind of behavioral changes occurred among the people of a particular group. Then we can go for the participation index. It can be measured through number of participants in a cleanup or signature campaign, or active member in a community WhatsApp group, uh, like that. So the participation of the people in the conservation activity can be measured in that way. Mm, So now we can get the entire formula, like C4C effect is WA into A, WK into K, WB into B, WP into P. Here A, K, B, P are normalized scores, so in between 0 and 1. So the index is indicated like WA, WK, WB, and WP. The weight is given in that way. So the weight is in between 0 to 1. Then the entire sum is 1. So why weighting is crucial here? Because the weighting factor W are not arbitrary. They must be determined a priori or before the evaluation based on the specific goals of the C4C initiatives. For a campaign focused only on awareness might have WA is equal to zero point 0.7. For a campaign focused on action might have WB It can be zero point 0.5 uh, WB weight is given to behavioral change. It can be zero point 0.5 and participation can be zero point 0.2. This makes the model flexible and adaptable to different conservation context and campaign objectives. So if we talk about the conservation of a river or restoration of a river which is about to extinct in a modern age due to erosion or due to siltation or due to some other factors. Here we can cite the example like weighing awareness is 10%, we knowledge is 20%, waiting behavioral change among the people is 50%, and waiting participation is 20%. So it is just an example. So we can measure the things in that way. So application and methodology. If we talk about the application and methodology, then we have to define it C4C objectives first. As we have to assign and justify the weighing factor. Why we have to put a particular value for a particular indicator. So step two is the baseline, conduct baseline survey to establish pre-campaign scores like AKBP. Then implementation, how the campaign is implemented, how it has casted its impact on the people. And then we have to talk about the evaluation process. So we have to conduct post intervention survey, calculate the change in scores and the final C4C effect. So this is the formula in simple terms. Now let us talk about a real situation, a real example that we conducted in a village. So I have to share another file. Mm,
I will request the presenters to wrap up the presentation.
Yes, how much time is left now?
Actually, you are in a
So
process.
it was this is a project that was conducted in a village called Barvui Setiagaon. There the researcher has identified the conservation work going on. Conservation is about it is about the conservation of oriental pied hornbills. As we all know, hornbills are rare birds, but oriental hornbills are seen in that particular place very often, and the density of those hornbills or population of those hornbills are quite high. But people of that particular area used to kill the hornbills for their feathers and for their meat. A group called someone who started campaign like Save Hornbill Project, and they remain very, very successful, and they started signature campaigns, postering, and and this is signature campaign. This is signature campaign. This is the meeting to make the people aware about the conservation of hornbills, and they had some workshops among the small children in the school, and the people how they provided food for the hornbills instead of keeping the bananas for their children or themselves. They sacrificed those ripe bananas to the hornbills, and the birds used to take shelter on the trees in the village, so they protected the nests of the hornbills. And sometimes the birds who are injured in some occasions, the people in the village used to provide treatment to those birds and uh, uh, make them come round. And this is the way how the villagers provide food for the hornbills. And the interesting part is the media of Assam has has offered helping hand to promote the campaign. So here it is Prantik's article on Dhanesh Pakhir Bisaran Bhumi Borbhui Chitiago on the uh, conservation works. Then this is published in Basundhara, and this is, yes, yes, this is published in the Telegraph, and this is in Assam Tribune, and there were some TV programs also on the particular project.
I will request the
So
presenter to
yes,
kindly
yes,
wrap up
I'm
and
coming
take
to the
questions
concluding
about
part.
time.
So I'm coming to the concluding part. Yes.
We'd
Uh,
like to
so
request to kindly wrap up.
Yes, yes, now I'm coming to the concluding part. It is the calculation of the effect of C4C in that area. Total population was 168, and we had the weight is like this. For A, it is zero point 0.2, knowledge for 2, behavior for 0.3, and participation for 0.3. There we have found out the score is 82. 82 is a good number out of 100. So I can tell you that it was a very good project. And in this way, we can measure the effect of C4C. So I'd like to conclude my paper here. I request if you have any queries and any doubt, you can ask me right now. Thank you so much.